Hey, Snell Creek Homestead. Today it's that time of year we're cutting down red cedar tree for the goats. I run them kiko goats. Cedar trees are a pretty good way to go. High vitamin C, all kinds of different minerals these cedars bring up from the ground. And it's also a natural dewormer. Dewormers. So we don't run dewormers here. And if we do, it's only one doe, one time. And just to get her out, get her healed up enough, get that out of her system, and she goes to the meat hook. Meat hook might mean a lot of different things. Our table, or the meat hook as in the meat buyer. They buy whatever you got. They take a good quality animal or one that's kind of lean. You just get docked on the price. So what we are doing actually is talking about these cedar trees. That's really what I need to get on to. I get sidetracked. Cedar trees, we're here in Indiana. We're here in the wintertime. I'm trying to think through my mind. It's probably 6-8 weeks, maybe at least, till we're kidding. But this is give a good time to get this dewormer, natural dewormer, in their bellies, working on these parasites. These parasites are sitting there waiting for spring or a hormone change in the doe. As soon as she triggers into birth, them things kick on like no other. So we have hardy stock, but all of our animals, I'm sure, have some kind of parasite load. So saying that, I like to try to give these once or twice a year before the breeding process. So it's spitting snow out here at not hominy snow, and little snowballs, I guess. So it's a good time to do it. They're out on pasture. They're on about a 5-acre pasture right now, probably, or 3, somewhere in there. It's mostly wooded, but a little bit of open grass areas. They're in just kind of vacuuming whatever leaves and such they're enjoying. So I'm gonna knock this on the ground and let's just look to see what these guys will do. I'm gonna hit the pause button here. All right, so tree just got on the ground. They're all on the other side of it. Let's get over here and see if we can check them out. See if they eat this cedar or not. I knew something was up. Not a very good cameraman, guys. Gotta get a little better at that. Try to adjust this tripod. So, looks like that's a kiko goat approved. We got probably 20 goats on there right now. Starting to get a little bit heavy with a kid, but them kids don't grow super amount until the last few weeks, month maybe, but that last few weeks they put it on. You gotta watch for their udders starting to get big. Their tail webbing is what I like to look for. And of course, I try to run a goat or a buck in with my goats, my does, so I know when they're gonna kid within a reason of a week or so. I believe the papers I've seen show 150 days and of the carious dude. About what I'm seeing is 154 days, but I guess everything is different everywhere, but I'm sure they know more than me, but I'm just trying to keep track of myself over the years. I got 10 plus, 11, 12 years of these goats. So I know a little bit about them. I can keep them alive pretty decent. And there's a bunch of tricks we can do to small things that help things. Like this cedar tree really don't help nothing on my farm, my homestead or whatever, but it's a trick you can use. It don't cost you nothing, and seems to work. So we'll keep an eye on these does as they proceed in this year's kidding. So again, like I finally got like 20 does. So I got a couple young ones in there. I got one older doe. She's, well, I shouldn't say older. She's an old doe. I have to look up how old she is, but I'm gonna guess her about 10 years old. And she looked like she was carrying. Can't tell if she is now, but they're probably, I'm getting 10 years most of the time out of all my does. But once they get 10 years old, they start getting, they might miss one a season. So she might have got drugged down a little heavier than she should have, and then maybe, you know, nature says, hey, skip a year, get her body built back up. So I'll let you watch these guys for a few seconds. That's about all I got to say here, and I appreciate you watching my videos. We need to learn everything we can learn, and I'll show what I know, and I'm learning from other people. There's a lot of stuff going to happen on the homestead this year, and I'm studying all the time, trying to learn new things. But I'll show you what I know, and then somebody else can show me something else. I'm all for it. Hey, if you got any comments and you guys use cedar trees too, let me know. I like to get a little more information. There's not much information out there, and but I believe maybe cattle or something could be bad for them. Maybe sheep. I don't know. I feed out a steer once in a while, but we never feed them cedar trees. So on the goats though, I know they'll naturally eat those trees. So I know they need them for some reason. Saying that, they can free range out here in this whole pasture, and as soon as they heard the chainsaw fire up, the old does remembered what that was, and they're here to eat it. That's the old doe right there. I don't know if she's carrying or not, though. No tan one. So hey, this is Snuck Creek Homestead. Keep growing that food.